How awesome it is to stay with the people you love and enjoy their company forever. Unfortunately, life is too real, so it doesn't show any mercy when it's time to snatch our beloveds from us. On March 26, 2010, I decided to visit him, but I couldn't imagine that it would be the last time. 3 years passed after he had been forced to meet that unwelcome guest that had almost destroyed his backbone. When I got to his house, I saw the brown door that had always been thoroughly closed to protect his kingdom. It wasn't well polished anymore, and those stunning gardens of fruits and flowers around the house were dying for any drops of water from his sacred hands that had always watered them, embraced them, and talked to them to keep them alive and vital. Unbelievingly, he couldn't even raise his hand to scratch his head. Unconventionally, the door was a bit open. I had a very strange feeling then, because everything looked unfamiliar to me. The house, the backyard, the balcony, and even he. It was a cloudy day. It was about to rain, as if even the sky would share its sadness with me. Hesitantly, I got in to see him in his bed gasp for some breaths to stay alive. How ridiculous this life is, and how fast are its events. My role model, the symbol of power, energy, vitality, and life, had become completely powerless and almost motionless. I had a strong desire to burst into tears, but all of my sadness settled down on my broken heart that couldn't contain any more. I did my best to gather myself, since he would need some support. I got closer to him and kissed his hand and his forehead to assure him that he was still there on the throne of my heart. Alas, he couldn't even recognize me. I kept silent and sat down to study every corner of the house, where I had lived the most wonderful days of my whole life ever. A lot of memories flashed into my mind. Parties, feasts, night talks, pranks, and a lot of crazy laughter here and there had all turned into dead silence and a scary sadness. I felt then that even the walls were crying. My grandfather had always been a great warrior until the last few seconds of his life. Although he died of cancer, he fought it very courageously until he left. It's true that he passed away 10 years ago, but his words, wisdom, intimacy, affection, cheerfulness, kindness, and good deeds will never die. They still warm me on chilly days, support me at destinal moments, encourage me when I feel down, and murmur in my ear to remind me of his sweet spirit that had always cheered me up unconditionally. Dear grandfather, may Allah have mercy on your soul and grant you a high position in paradise. Now, you may ask, what good is sharing such a story with me? It's really a good question. Indeed, the answer lies in two main reasons. First of all, it's too crucial to return the favor to the people who make you better, wiser, stronger, and happier. Remember, what you give today will get back to you tomorrow, double, triple, or maybe more. Second of all, it's an indispensable reminder of some invaluable and priceless people whom you have always taken for granted. Believe me, dear, you are super lucky if your parents or grandparents are still alive, because you have a great chance to spend some time with those walking libraries. So talk to them more gently, cheer them up, buy them gifts, send them messages, write to them thank you letters from time to time. Heal their wounds and kiss their hands and their foreheads. It's not a humiliation at all. The more you lower the wings of mercy to them, the higher your position in heaven will be. And please don't forget to listen very attentively and passionately to their stories, even if they repeat them dozens of times. You know why? Because you have always bothered them with your silly stories hundreds and thousands of times as well. Something else. Bear in mind that old people are oversensitive and they see the whole world through a tiny lens. Be that lens and charge them with more hope, love, support, care, respect, and most importantly, attention that they have always granted you lavishly. As the number one priority of kids is to have fun, the number one priority of the old is to get some attention and let them feel that their value is still highly appreciated. Remember, dear friends, that behind each wrinkle there is a great experience to share. Behind each gray hair there is a story to tell. And behind each tear there is a deep sadness no one lived or felt, but they did. Dear, you are in front of a great history that you must enjoy every nook and cranny of its details. Behind each scene, there are many scenes that you must watch, feel, and listen to with an unswerving attention and deep understanding. Because they have always sacrificed their time, health, and wealth to provide you with peace, care, love, motivation, guidance, advice, and physical and spiritual support to help you shape up and let your creative side shine through. Actually, this phase represents the last lap of life race that should be looked after very carefully. So, before it's too late, try to appreciate them and treat them as gently and nicely as possible today to get appreciated and gently treated tomorrow.